Hey, good evening, South Mississippi. Chief Meteorologist Eric Jeansonne here. The quick update on the forecast. We got some changes headed to us over the next couple of days. We're going to see a nice warm up as we go into Tuesday. And then as we go into Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, rain moves in. And during the day, Wednesday, our temperatures are actually going to take a tumble. So we're going to see another quick cold snap. But then by the end of the week, looks like a nice warm up into the weekend. So kind of a lot of things going on. But hey, let's take a look at this photo that was sent to us over the weekend. If you notice, if you're driving along the beach or Highway 90 this weekend, you notice the tides were very low. They were unusually low thanks to the north winds that we were seeing behind that cold front, pushing all of the water out away from the coast. And because of the lunar cycle, we were in a full moon, so that affects the tides as well. So we saw a much larger swing in high versus low tide. So those combinations coming together to create some really low tides. This photo was sent to us by Madeline on the WLOX weather app. Here's another view. That's the Lighthouse Pier looking towards the lighthouse and the Biloxi Visitor Center. So you can see how far they walked out in order to get that photo. And of course, the full moon, beautiful over the weekend. This was a photo out of Bay St. Louis sent to us by Carl on the WLOX weather app. Always appreciate your photos, especially when you send them to us through the app. All right, tonight is not too bad. It's not going to be as cold as it was over the weekend, but still it's cold, 46 degrees. Some areas are already in the 30s. In fact, some spots tonight dropping down into the 30s, others staying in the upper 30s to low 40s. As far as high temperatures go, we're going to see temperatures tomorrow afternoon climb into the 60s, maybe even some 70s north of I-10. So tomorrow is going to be a nice spring-like day across the region. Looking at the satellite and radar, we got a few high clouds streaking in from the south and from the west. And so we'll see some clouds in the morning. Those should clear out pretty fast. And by the afternoon, we're going to see temperatures, again, climbing into the 60s, close to 70 degrees. We will notice the wind, though, will become a little bit more persistent out of the north. Looking at Futurecast, unfortunately, it looks like, let me just try to back up here and see if I can run that again. It looks like we see rain moving in. Sorry, I apologize, I forgot to put those pause points in there, but essentially, as we go into Tuesday night, basically the time frame between midnight and about 9 a.m. Wednesday morning, we're going to see the chance for some rain. During the day on Wednesday, our temperatures are going to tumble, and by Thursday morning, we could be looking at another freeze. So don't get used to the warm temperatures tomorrow. We are going to see another cool down during the day on Wednesday. Gradually, as we go into the afternoon on Wednesday, temperatures are going to fall into the 40s and eventually near freezing as we go on Thursday morning. This does not look like a pipe bursting freeze like what we had over the weekend. This looks like more of a normal freeze, a light freeze. Pets, plants, and people not really worried about pipes as we go into Thursday. As far as rain chances go, again, as we go into Wednesday, we're going to have that opportunity for scattered showers. Here's a little bit closer look at some of the rain situation as we go into Wednesday morning. So this is going to be really early in the morning. If you go to bed Tuesday night and you wake up around 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday, you're probably going to miss out on the rain. The rain comes in after midnight, moves pretty much out of here before 9 a.m. on Wednesday with temperatures tumbling behind the front. As far as temperatures go, you can see those temperatures, how by lunchtime we start to fall into the 40s, and by the evening hours temperatures just gradually fall into the lower 40s, and once we get into Thursday morning, many of us getting close to freezing to start off the day on Thursday. But the good news is that little snap of cold air is not going to last much longer as we go into the weekend. The weekend is looking pretty good, and there's a lot of Mardi Gras parades going on this weekend. If you go to GulfCoastWeekend.com, there's a whole list of all the parades happening across the coast, where they are, where they start, where they're actually going to route, the parade routes and all that good stuff. But the thing about the weekend is the mornings are going to be cold, but the afternoons are going to be pleasantly warm. So plenty of sunshine, chilly start, warm afternoon. Looks like pretty good parade weather this weekend. Much better than last weekend for sure. 7-day forecast, it looks like this again as we go throughout the next few days. A lot of up and downs. Tomorrow's warmer. Wednesday we start warm, but we start to see a drop in temps. Wednesday also starts wet. We dry out pretty fast by the middle of the day on Wednesday. Thursday is a cold day. Highs may struggle to get out of the 50s on Thursday, but then by Friday we start to see that warming trend, and that will persist over into the weekend.